So, it's exactly 2 weeks since WWDC 2023, and while the world is still buzzing about all the hardware released during the event, the software updates are also equally as important. So, in this video, I'll let you know what are my 2 top favorite iOS 17 updates and prepare to travel around the world without leaving your seat, as I've got other YouTubers globally to tell you what their top 2 favorite iOS 17 features are. And stick till the end of this video because I'll be giving away limited edition WWDC 2023 merch. So firstly, subscribe to this channel and comment below and let us know what are your 2 top favorite features are in iOS 17.
Hey Adam, Supersaf here. One of my favorite features from iOS 17. Well, the first one has to be live voicemails. I absolutely hate voicemails with a passion. I don't know why people still use them. But now the fact that I can have them transcribed is going to make life so much easier. You know when you get those voicemails and people leave a number and read it out and then you have to try to listen to it after going through all the different options and then try to note that number down. I mean, that's so long. So having the live transcriptions of the voicemails, so useful. And another one, I'd say standby. I love always on displays. The iPhone finally has one. And I think standby is going to really help utilize that always on display, have different widgets on there and things, and it's going to be a nice addition to the bedside. That's me, guys. Thanks for having me, Adam. This is Supersaf, and I'll see you next time.
Hey, it's Carl. So my favorite features in iOS 17 are the new FaceTime voicemail. So now I can receive voicemails, FaceTime from my dog. And also I can now search for my dog in photos as it can recognize pets. So Link is a happy dog boy.
Hey Adam, it's Michael Josh from Gadget Match. Apa kabar? Thanks for having me on your channel. I've been using the iOS 17 beta for a while now, and here are 2 of my favorite features. My first favorite feature on iOS 17 is called Standby. When you have your iPhone docked on a MagSafe charger in landscape mode, it will turn into a digital bedside clock that not only displays the time, but also some interactive widgets. Another favorite feature is FaceTime on Apple TV. Continuity camera is a feature that's really leveraged the awesome cameras on the iPhone, allowing you to take video calls or using its camera for video calls on a Mac. Now you can do that with the TV. So next time you and I want to have a chat, make sure you FaceTime.
Hey Adam, it was great seeing you at WWDC again this year. You asked me if I could send you a video of my favorite iOS 17 features, and although I'm an Android user, there are still a couple things I thought were pretty neat. So first of all, live voicemail, where it live transcribes somebody leaving a voicemail on your phone, and that way if you see it's something important from someone maybe you didn't know by their number, you can just pick it up and get in touch with them right away. I know this is basically just an answering machine from like 20 years ago, and I also know my Pixel has something similar to this, but I think Apple's implementation of it is more personal because you don't have that robotic voice before you start transcribing like on my Pixel. So I think that's really cool. There's also check-in, where basically you can say, I'm going somewhere, let me know when you get there safe, and it can update you, see if they've taken any different turns, see if it's taking longer than normal. And I actually think this is a really small but smart feature. I know my wife tells me to let her know when I get somewhere safe, and I always forget, so she would be able to tell that I'm there safe. And just for people who like to travel by themselves, letting their close ones know that they made it somewhere safe is just a small but potentially super important feature that I think can help a ton of people. So yeah, it was a great new iOS update. I know I'm not going to actually use it, but I do think there's some things I hope come to Android sometime in the future.
What's up guys, Smash Pop here, and thanks Adam Lobo for featuring me in your video. Now 2 favorite iOS 17 features. The first one has to be name drop, because we can now exchange contacts with our new friends by just putting our phones together. Now the second feature definitely has to be turning live photos into live stickers. So now we can have our animated GIF stickers in iMessage or any chat messaging apps.
Hello Adam, thank you for featuring me on your channel. Now the 2 top favorite features of iOS 17 that I like. Number 1 is actually the interactive widgets, because I do have a lot of widgets on my home screen. So it will be great to be able to interact and use the features of that app directly from the widget itself without going into the app. So that's my number 1 favorite feature. Now the second favorite feature for me is actually the standby mode. Now I like to have a lot of desk setups going on in my office space. So definitely looking forward to the standby mode because I can put the clock on there, the calendar and everything when the phone is charging. So that's also something that I'm really looking forward to. My top 2 favorite features of iOS 17.
Hey everybody, this is Ben. So my 2 favorite features of iOS 17, the first is you can now AirDrop remotely, kinda. You still have to be in close proximity to the other device when you begin the AirDrop, but once the process has begun, you can then leave the room, go to another part of the city, and the AirDrop process will continue via iCloud. That's very useful for me because I AirDrop large files often between my MacBook and my iPhone, and I hate that I have to kind of wait around for the AirDrop to finish before I can even leave the room. My second favorite feature is interactive widgets because I find iPhone's home screen to be a little bit boring compared to Android home screens actually, and interactive widgets should allow me to do more with my iPhone. Vivo's Origin OS has been giving us interactive widgets for a couple of years now, and I find them very useful. And I'm pretty sure Apple will do at least as good a job, if not better. So these are my 2 favorite features of iOS 17. Thank you, Adam, for having me on.
Why, hello my dear friends over from Adam Lobo TV. So, iOS 17 was quite a refreshing update, and my first favorite feature out of all of them is actually a seemingly minor one, and that's being able to continue an AirDrop transfer over the internet even if you have moved out of range. I love that you are no longer physically confined to the awkward waiting in the same room if you're airdropping a large file. And my second favorite feature is the check-in feature. It's always been something I have manually been doing with my loved ones, and I like how there is now a faster, better, more convenient, and even safer way to do it. Say hello to Latte. Latte, say hi to the camera. Latte, hi over here. No, not like that. Over here, Latte, he's shy.
Alright, special thanks to all of my fellow YouTuber friends for giving their feedback on what their top 2 favorites are. Now as for me, if I really had to choose just 2, my top 2 would be the standby feature and also the NameDrop feature. Now the idea of having a clock and widgets at my desk or even at my bedside table while charging is something that I'm really looking forward to, and since I meet a lot of new people a lot, the NameDrop feature will surely make it easier for me to exchange contacts. So let us know what are your So let me know what are your 2 top favorite features in the comment section below, and good luck with the giveaway.